from Lagos State. I rise this morning to second the amendment ably moved by Right Honorable Bejide. I so second. Thank you, sir.
Those in favor of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is, any more amendments? Please, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Emeka Chinedu. I represent the people of Ahia Zumbi in the federal constituency. I'm from Imo State. Mr. Speaker, I want to further amend that there should be a time frame of 1 month for the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian to comply with this resolution. Otherwise, if we leave it open-ended, it can be there till next year. So I hereby move that this motion should have a timeline of 1 month for the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian to comply with this resolution within a month to all the 360 constituencies we have in Nigeria. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to this amendment? Yes, Honorable. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, as my last colleague suggested, that 1 month, I know he's entitled to his own opinion, certainly. But I believe what at my prayer, my last prayer, I suggested for 3 weeks. Therefore, I believe 3 weeks can do enough, can help them to do something to this issue palliative in my constituency. So I suggest this 3 weeks.
Honorable colleague, there is nothing wrong for a member to suggest an additional 1 week. What I consider 1 month is 4 weeks. And since our provisions allow up to a maximum of 4 weeks, I think we should allow members to say whether they accept or not. It's a question of whether it should be 3 weeks, as you suggested, or 4 weeks, as he is amended. So there is no problem at all. So any seconder to this particular amendment? Yes, Honorable at the back.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Mudashiru Lukman, representing the good people of Iwo Ayediriola Oluwa Federal Constituency. I'm from Osun State, Mr. Speaker. I rise this morning to second the motion ably moved by my honorable colleague. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion, any more amendments? Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Poverty Alleviation for further legislative action. The 8th order of the day is a motion on the need to investigate the recent frequent collapse of the national grid, standing in the name of Honorable Billy Osaoro. Honorable Billy is hereby invited to move the motion. Yeah. Is Honorable Billy around?
No, sir.
Bill stepped down by the leave of the House. Just a minute. The 9th order of the day is a motion on the need for construction of Wamba Shandam Lantanwase Road, Abuja, standing in the names of Honorable Jeremiah Umaru and 2 other honorable members. Honorable Umaru is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker, my highly respected colleagues. My name is Jeremiah Umaru, ACA. I represent the good people of Akwanga, Nasarawa, Egon, Wamba Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Nasarawa State. Our motion is on the need for the construction of Wamba, Shandam, Lantang, Wase Road, jointly sponsored by 3 others. The House notes that the Wamba, Shandam, Lantang, Wase Road is a major transportation route connecting communities in Nasarawa and Plateau State. It provides a reliable transportation connectivity, allowing ease of traveling for education, healthcare.
Order, please. Order. Order, please.
And other essential activities, and reduce security challenges. Also note that the road construction will stimulate economic growth in Nasarawa, Plateau, and part of Kaduna State. Aware that the road, when constructed, will facilitate...
Honorable Sada, please can you act as the new whip, but bring your big bulalao, particularly those behind you. Start with them.
Salisu Majigiri.
Aware that the road, when constructed, will facilitate the movement of goods and services, boosting trade and commerce that can lead to establishment of new businesses, job creation, and increased investment opportunities. Also aware that North Central region of Nigeria is well known for its agricultural potentials. The road will provide farmers with better access to market, enabling them to sell their produce more efficiently and effectively. Cognizance that a well-constructed road will provide a safer and more convenient travel experience for commuters, and it will reduce travel time, decrease the risk of accidents, and improve overall transport efficiency. Also cognizance that construction of the road will have positive social impact and improve access to healthcare facilities, schools, and other social amenities. Submit that the local population social practice can be enhanced by connecting different communities and foster interaction and collaborations. The House resolves to 1, urge the Federal Ministry of Works to construct Wamba, Shandam, Lantang, Wase Road to facilitate the movement of goods and services and reduce the impact of insecurity within the area, and mandate the committees on appropriations and works to make budgetary provisions for the road construction in the 2025 budget estimate. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Any seconder, Honorable Stanley?
Thank you, the Ian Zanzal, the Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives. I am Honorable Adedeji Stanley Olajide. I represent the people of Ibadan, Northwest, Southwest Federal Constituency. I'm from Oyo State. I rise this afternoon to second the motion as moved by Honorable Jeremiah Umaru. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to committees on appropriation and works for further legislative action. The 10th order of the day is a motion on the need for the construction of a 45-kilometer road from Tudungambo to Gigera in Bauchi local government area of Bauchi State, standing in the name of Honorable Aliyu Aminu Garu. Honorable Garu is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Aliyu Aminu Garu. I represent the good people of Bauchi Federal Constituency. I'm from Bauchi State. I raise this afternoon to move a motion for the need to construct a 45-kilometer road from Tudungambo to Gigara in Bauchi local government area of Bauchi State. The House note that the road from Tudungambo to Gigara is an essential link that connects several communities, Tudungambo, Urugauri, Shapakaswa, Badakoshi, Saban Kaura, Yalwa, Yola Doka, Yuguda, Goramba, Wajama, Kogi Juara, Datunkoa, Giraga in Bauchi, within Bauchi local government area.
And the loss of life, accidents, are unable to engage in their traditional fishing and farming activity, affecting need for and dredging. The House is for note that the
motion.
Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Dr. Alex Egbuna. I represent Abiyako Federal Constituency. I'm from Cross River State. Mr. Speaker, because of some technical reason, I stepped down the motion.
The 14th order of the day is a motion on a call to improve Nigerians' emergency response and management, standing in the name of Honorable Jafar Gamboleko. Honorable Leko is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank the Right Honorable Speaker. My dear respected Honorable Jafar Leko, and I represent the very good people of Bogoro, the Stafa Balewa. I'm from Bauchi State. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, I rise this afternoon to move this very important motion. Emergency, the House note that the ability to swiftly and
Thank you for the honor. Dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Kalejai Adeboye Paul. I represent the good people of Ajeromi Felodun Federal Constituency, the mini Nigeria. I'm from Lagos State, the state of aquatic splendor. I rise to support this all-important motion, ably moved by my dear colleague. Thank you very much, sir.
Amendment? Who is amendment?
Tie all records in the database and establish or verify their identity. Aware that the national identity
Very important bill aimed at establishing the Federal College of Health Technology.
Leader, they are not hearing you. Increase the microphone of leader, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I said this is a very important bill which is aimed at establishing a Federal College of Health Technology. The emphasis in it is essentially the need to bring in new technology to cater for a larger population of the people. I think it's an important bill, and I recommend that our colleagues should support it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. The question is that 25 clauses stand part of the bill. Those in support of this say aye. It means that you are not following.
Clause 1.
We are considering it clause by clause. I just said those in support of this say aye, and you say aye. Are we saying aye to the 25 clauses?
Clause 1.
So we're going to take it clause by clause. Clause 1?
Clause 1. Clause 1.
Clause 1?
Clause 1.
Yeah, minority leader, what is it?
The very first line. There is hereby established the Federal College to be known as the Federal College. I think the first D should be deleted and substituted with A. To read, there is hereby established a Federal College to be known as the Federal College of Health Technology.
I agree with you. It's just a typo error, so the THE should be replaced by A. Clause 1 as amended. Clause 2. Clause 3. Clause 4. Clause 5. Clause 6. Clause 7. Clause 8. Clause 9. Clause 10. Clause 11.
Development Commission and to give effect to its provisions in the Federal Republic of Nigeria for related matters be stepped down at the moment.
Thank you very much. This is premised on the fact that we believe that Nepal has been domesticated. We will look at it again and then bring it back here. Are you seconding, minority leader, please?
Mr. Chairman, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion that this bill be stepped down. I so second.
Those in support of this say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
I
incorporate digital system, and confer research status on the National Library as it is in practice in other parts of the world, and finally bring the title of the National Librarian in conformity with best international practices. I think it's a good bill. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. That's a sound synopsis of that bill, straight to the point. Question is that 21 clauses. Most distinguished colleagues, the fourth bill to be considered is for an act to establish National Meteorological Training Institute, Sagamo, Ogun State, to provide training information, supervision, guidance, and advice to students, researchers, and personnel in iron and steel and oil and gas industries for national development and for related matters. I invite the leader to give the synopsis of the bill again. Leader, please.
Mr. Chairman, this institute that this bill seeks to establish is to cure a major vacuum in the low-skill sector of mining, oil and gas, and related...
Can you put on your microphone, please?
The institute shall have, not shall give.
Where are you referring us to, Honorable Kafilat? Number 3.
The governing board of the institute.
Oh,
Clause
the
1,
institute shall give.
Shall have a governing board, not shall give.
Yes, another typo error, at least secretary take correction. It's supposed to be H instead of G. So do we say 3 as amended?
3 as well. 3 amendment 3 3B.
3B again. Typos. The same with C. Leader, move that this bill be stepped down. Let them go back and fix it. We will not take it. The errors are too much. Step it down.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
In view of the need for serious cleanup of this bill, I move that it be stepped down at this moment. I so move.
Please, Minority Leader.
I most humbly second that this bill be stepped down. I so second.
Those in support of the stepping down of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Bill stepped down by the leave of the House for further cleaning. Most distinguished colleagues, the fifth bill and the last one to be considered is for an act to establish the Federal College of Agricultural Technology, Otun Ekiti, to provide full-time courses in agricultural technology, applied science management, and other fields of studies, to make provisions for the general administration of the college and for related matters. Once again, I invite the leader to give the synopsis of this bill. Leader, please.
Mr. Chairman, with all due respect, this bill also needs serious cleanup. First, you can see it's talking about ordinary national diploma. We don't have that certificate in Nigeria anymore. We have ND and HND. It means that this has not been brought up to contemporary discourses in the relevant areas. And also, if you look at the establishment of the college in terms of what it tends to do, it does not live up to what is happening in contemporary colleges of agricultural technology. It doesn't come out in those functions. These are just general functions. So maybe it needs a little cleanup of that section, and then we can take it again. I suggest, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, leader is proposing that this is another bill that needs to be cleaned up for it to be fit for purpose. And I don't know if the minority leader agrees with that. Minority leader, please.
Mr. Chairman, my dear colleagues, I do not agree less with the leader, considering the fact that it will be absurd for us to enact laws that will be talking about ordinary national diploma. I've also not looked at the details, but clearly with the things identified, and this is a major issue, we believe that it could also be repeated in the other sections of this bill. So I support the leader that will step this bill down.
Thank you. Those in support that this bill be stepped down say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Let me put this forward. In the bid to produce a lot of bills by the 10th Assembly, Members are encouraged to be thorough in the subject matter of the bill, the content drafting of the bill, pay closer attention. The Office of the Deputy Speaker, as a chairman of the Committee of the Whole, will be very thorough in analyzing, with the leadership of the House, the bills that will pass through this assembly. So I encourage you, engage your legislative officers more, invite experts to work with you, enjoy the professionalism that comes from consultants before you present your bills. Bill making is a serious business, and I believe you will take it that seriously. Thank you very much. Leader, please, so this bill is stepped down on the leave of the House. Move that we revert to plenary to the what? To report progress, yes.
Mr. Chairman, I haven't exhausted all the items on the committee of the whole. I move that we resort to plenary so the chairman can report progress to the House. I so move.
Thank you, Leader. Minority Leader, please.
Mr. Chairman, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion. I so second.
Those in support that we revert to plenary to report progress of the committee of the whole say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The House hereby revert to plenary to render reports of what has transpired in the committee of the whole. Most respected and distinguished colleagues, the Housing Committee of the Whole considered the report on the bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the Federal College of Health Technology, Bani Sheikh Kaga, Borno State, and for related matters, and approved clauses 1 as amended, clauses 2 to 25, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Most distinguished colleagues, the Housing Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to domesticate the new Partnership for Africa's Development Framework and establish African Union Development Commission to give effect to its provisions in the Federal Republic of Nigeria and for related matters, and deferred consideration for further legislative action. Most distinguished colleagues, Housing Committee of the Whole considered a report on a bill for an act to repeal the National Library Act Cap N56 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 and enact the National Library Bill 2024 to establish and maintain the National Library of Nigeria, strengthen its statutory functions and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 21, the schedules, and the long title of the bill. Honorable colleagues, the Housing Committee of the Whole considered a report on a bill for an act to establish National Methodological Training Institutes, Shagamu, Ogun State, to provide training, provide information, supervision, guidance, and advice to students, researchers, and personnel in iron and steel and oil and gas industries for national development and for related matters. And the House deferred consideration for further legislative action. Most distinguished colleagues, the Housing Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to establish the Federal College of Agricultural Technology to provide full-time courses in agricultural technology, applied science management, and other fields of studies, and to make provisions for the general administration of the college and for related matters, and deferred consideration for further legislative action.